Hi, welcome to this Tarot Love reading. And my name's Sophia. Welcome to this community. So what I'm getting is a new cycle is ending of an old cycle, a painful cycle, wanting to start again with a new. But what I'm getting is some of you are struggling to end out that old cycle, and that's creating pain. Also, I'm getting the Three of Swords, but the World card and Destiny, kind of some kind of cycle is trying to complete to bring in something better, but just constantly holding on to it. This could be you or your person holding on to the past because it's not ending out that cycle. And when I say the past, I'm talking about there's something that needs to be said that's not being said. I don't know what that is. I'll see if the cards say what it is, but that's what I'm picking up. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords, a painful end of a cycle, right? That needs to be completed and moved on. But yeah, there's definitely like someone's not, I think it might be your person. Let's do that again. Yeah, it's a start over of doing something correctly because the last cycle wasn't done correctly. And this is about saying how they feel about you. You might say they tell you to fuck off all the time, right? That's like telling you how they feel. But I'm like, no, this is about, and this is obviously your person generally because your person is the one who's not saying how they feel. That's what I'm getting. So let's see. This is from a past hurt or pain. That's why they're not saying it. Judgment card I'm getting. Okay, I'm getting protecting heart from your person's protecting themselves from getting hurt because they was hurt in the past. And that's why I'm getting the Judgment card. And that's why the Ten of Swords at the bottom, because it's like that's overthinking with all the swords. So much thinking, so much thinking, so much thinking that they don't, that's what I'm getting with this Ten of Swords, that they're not, so much thinking, so much thinking, so much thinking. King of Swords, Mr. Logical himself, thinker. That's the delay. Okay. So I'll show you the cards. Oh, it's Monday. I'm going to see if I can get to do an additional reading in the Facebook group today. King of Swords, Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Oh, sorry. King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. And I said the initial energy, because the cards normally when I'm picking up the initial energy, is there's something here that, because swords are thoughts and speaking. There's something that, I'll give an example. This is like you're a supervisor in a job and there's an opportunity to be a manager. And you really want to be the manager. You would love to be the manager, but you're like, well, what if it doesn't work out, me being the manager? I've never really been a manager, or I've never been a manager in this organization, or, you know, there's a lot to lose, you know, there's more, I don't know, competition, or I don't know, something like that, right? And it's like, so this, what I'm picking up is, so you don't speak up about being the manager. And this is like your person, which I'll get to because you can't really do anything about it. This is like, well, so if I don't say anything and I don't progress, it benefits me because then I don't lose. There's something here about logicating if I don't say I want to be a manager, although I want to be a manager, but if I don't say it because it doesn't work out, then that's fine, because I didn't tell anyone I wanted to be a manager. This is about them telling some kind of truth or something here. A night of, there's a fear to it, and I'll just explain the fear in case it doesn't work out, and this could be you with how they feel. I'll see if I can pick up specifics on what they need to talk about, but it's something that is needed to be said, and they're just not, they're not saying it. It is about emotions. It is about emotions, like how they feel about you, about they love you, about you're the one, they want to be with you. They're taking their sweet ass time to say it. And I said at the beginning, there's a cycle that needs to end out and start something new. So your person comes in and says, yes, I do love you. Let's start over. Kind of you knowing that. There's something like that is what I'm picking up. Because you're here as the Queen of Pentacles. You're just as bad because you're stuck in a rooted belief system. Look, both of you are stuck. See, the King of Swords is in the gravestone chair and you're in a gravestone chair as well. Sorry, the camera's too far for me to get it up close. So you're over there focusing on, they're focused, they're slow to speak up because they fear rejection. I don't think it's rejection because they know how you feel. I think it's more to do with how will this work out. What's the word? They're trying to tell me. I don't know what that's called. It's like as if they're a supervisor, but if they become a manager, they don't have a salary. What's that word when you have to get your own income and is based around a percentage of something? I can't remember what it's called. So it's different. It's something completely different. But they can do it. They know they can do it. It's a bit risky, but card fell down. Yeah. And it's like, but I don't even think it's that risky. I just think that they just don't, they're scared of failure. So what they do is focus on their work instead. I don't think it's about work, about speaking. No, I don't think it's about work. I think it's about emotions. So what they do is like, okay, I'll just focus on money and getting a better job, getting more money. They use that as a distraction. But you're in, like, what it's saying here is you use your work of what you're supposed to do as an enlightened being, because you see the light around her, as ignoring that, right? And focusing on your work instead, whatever your version of work is. So you're both missing what the contract is. Hence why I said there's some kind of painful ending. And I said that's needed to be happening here, because you're not listening to wise counsel with the Three of Pentacles. Why is it underneath your person? He or she knows it's wise to collaborate with you. This could be working with you as well. But I feel it's like, yeah, it could be a bit of working with you as well. They know this. So it's like, because I don't feel it's like their job. It's more to do with working with you, say, like as a team, like mission as a team or something like that. Now, it doesn't have to be like the other twin flames. There's plenty, well, I would say plenty, but hardly any twin flames up on YouTube. But, they work kind of together, and, they're always doing questions together, and I don't know, they do, yeah. you know, say like David, he's in the community, he's in and out, and he does his main thing, which he loves to do. Well, he loves counselling as well, but he loves fitness and boxing. You know, that's not really, you would class that as a spiritual team, as a twin flame team thing, right? So people book him for that. So what I'm trying to say is that it makes that, but why is that? It's emotions and working together. And that kind of scares them. It's like it's more than that. So, for example, I don't know if you're at the point of what this reading is saying. I'm sorry if it's dark. I've got my light here, but it makes it worse, I feel. See? I've got to move it around. If I move it, you'll see the reflection in this picture. So I've got to get the right angle for my lighting. But anyway, so what I feel is that why this is different of them emotionally investing is two angles, because I asked them, why is the Three of Pentacles here underneath the your person? Because this is your, well, there's two of your person anyway, right? The Three of Pentacles underneath this guy. And it's like, it's not only they, it's like as if, okay, well, say for example, if I express my feelings or follow my free feelings with you, then that's eventually, I know, logical, that it makes sense that I'm going to work with you as well, because you're a wise spiritual person, right? I'm saying the action you're taking now ain't wise, but they know the future can become that. So it's like, so if it doesn't work out, they're investing in you and collaborating. That's what the fear is with the Knight of Pentacles keeps coming out in my readings. That's what the fear is in this reading here. But it's like they're up and down because this is a wish come true with the Star card here. So it's kind of like, I don't know if this, anyway, it's kind of like meeting the person of your wishes and your desires with the Star card, fancying them like fuck because she's naked, so they think you're really sexy, right? Knowing that you can become a spiritual leader and collaborate with a team of people, right? You're very wise. I got to make this clear. What you're doing now ain't wise, but there's a knowing of that, what you can become, can be, right? And it's like, I don't think it's a too good to be true situation. It's like, if I invest in that, then I have to give my all, and giving that all means if it doesn't work out, I lose everything. That's what I think. But that cycle needs to end because it's simply fear of go. So they're keeping themselves small. But you're sat there thinking your person's coming towards you victorious on the little that you're doing. You want them to step up. Like I said, this reading is about what your person thinks about what they have to risk, right? But I say it's a risk, but it's not. But I don't know how else to say it, right? What they have to do to come towards you. Because it's not just that. They have this knowing now about mission with the Three of Pentacles here. They have this knowing about kind of collaborating with you, working as a team, something like that. They know that makes logical sense. They know you're connected with the planets, your work, whatever you're doing. Like I said, but they feel like, well, I've got to give up my 3D job, move in with you, express my feelings, and it might fail. And all you're doing is a bit of acupuncture and Reiki, where there's no risk. There's no risk at all. But you're sat there in that belief system that your person's going to come towards you victorious. There you are at the top here. Right, I'm enlightened, but my person's going to come to me victoriously anyway. And this is like, well, when I'll logicate coming towards you when you're like this, a true master person. This is true mastery. When you're collaborating with a team of people, not just sat there by yourself on your Jack Joan, making your own money, thinking that your person's going to come towards you. This has always been about collaborating this year. Is it this year? I think it's Taurus and Uranus. Is it till 2000 and what is it? I can't remember the year. Something like that. 26. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what else I want to say. Yeah, so there's a tower coming in about this is why your person's not moving forward. And what I think why they're not, how they're doing that, not moving forward with the Knight of Pentacles is simply by not saying shit. That's what they're doing. They're not telling you. So I feel you're definitely feeling, well, they love me, they want to collaborate with me, then blah, 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 but nothing's happening. But you're just getting on with it. It's like you're ignoring how slow this is. This isn't working out. This isn't, doing anything. It's like that. Oh, I saw the 5 of Wands with the 6 of Wands, but it's come out, so I needed to say it. So this is other people interfering on you, moving forward on your bliss, on your dream job. It's not just your person. And I keep saying that. You already know it's your person. When you meet your person, you know they're the one, right? Generally, the feminines kind of know straight away. Well, see, they pulled me back. The masculines do, but they don't. They shut up. They don't say nothing. They're very much about, yeah, okay, that might be my person, but I've got kids, I've got work, I've got responsibilities, right? Other people, I can't tell, just go tell anybody. That's what they say, right? I'll just tell everybody, right? Yeah, I've heard that loads, right? Oh, is this the Knight of Pentacles in reverse? Why is that like that then? When you get past the other people's interference of what you should be doing work-wise, or your internal conflict of collaborating, working as a team, doing image readings, doing the esoteric, doing the unknown, instead of the knowns, acupuncture, Reiki, stuff like that, right? When you get past that conflict, right, then this moves forward with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. If you stick to the conflict, it stays stuck and slow. That's what this is. 5 of Cups, and you will regret it. No movement. You're going to start getting, it's not envious. What's the word? It's not agitated. Probably got it on here. Remorseful. It is on the actual card. Remorse and disappointed about how this isn't moving. But it's your internal conflict of not creating mission. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I really don't. And most twin flames hear of that word mission. Where does it disappear from? I never heard of mission before I recognized the twin flame connection. And where you go research anyone who talks about mission, right, that says mission is just to be a tarot reader by yourself. Now, I say just, it doesn't mean a tarot reader by itself is bad, but I'm just saying, tell me how you think that you by yourself is so arrogantly changing planet Earth. I listen to some good tarot readers and they speak about you're here to change planet Earth, you've got a deep connection, you feel like you can heal people and blah, 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 and you resonate with that. But you're sat at home or sat in that job doing nothing. Literally vanity, thinking that, oh yeah, I'm doing someone's nails, and because I'm speaking to this person about how they can be a better person, you're changing their life. No, really, that's arrogance, a super ego, right? That's what that is. All right, let's see what else. This is the superstar. This is like you're not getting into your power. Twin flames, starseed, lightworkers are supposed to be doing more. They're not doing it, hence twin flames ain't together. It's not. Someone said to me over the weekend that someone said about I manipulate David, right? That's fucking funny, right? I'm like, clearly the woman doesn't know about twin flames. Twin flames ain't together. If it was easy to manipulate them, they would be living with us, married and kicking out kids. The whole purpose of the twin flame is that we can't manipulate and we're not supposed to, right? We're not supposed to. So yeah, I ignored that, but it was just interesting because it just came up here and I was like, me manipulate that man. I can argue with him, yes, but manipulate him to do anything, no. And you tell me any different with your person. You can't. So this is about what you're doing is just thinking you're also powerful that you can manipulate someone, right? Because manipulation doesn't mean have to be bad, right? Because this magician card is the manipulator, right? It just means changing form. So you're changing someone's thought form of how they can become better by arrogantly thinking that you're in your job, what you're doing. But still, no one's making changes. If they was to all those tarot readers, they wouldn't be leaving comments because they'd be out there changing planet Earth. I promise you, and you might say I'm always cussing out Eckhart Tolle and Tony Robbins. You really think Tony Robbins is watching tarot or watching other spiritual leaders, then writing comments? You think that's what he's doing, right? Or do you think he's out there thinking about next programs and things to make his next event, his next money making whatever, right? So you're not making changes. Because people who are actually making changes don't have time to write comments about, oh, that's me. And yes, I am a spiritual person. And yes, I do feel like I'm healing, right? That feeling of healing is correct. But don't be arrogant and think that just because you feel like it, right, that it's actually doing anything. Because once again, back to that comment, right? You may feel that your person loves you. Do they come towards you? Fuck no. Do they move in with you? Fuck no. Do they get married to you? Fuck no. Isn't it a drama to get them? Yes. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Just because you feel like you're something, the first card is logicate. So there needs to be, this is both of you are not doing the correct twin flame stuff. That's what it is. And getting into your power with the superheroes, right, of what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. There's more about boots on the ground. We're supposed to be more out there as well. And I've been very pulled as well. I was going to go out today, but I didn't get to. And my son called me as well. He's got toothache. So he's got toothache. Any ache, I get the ache as well, right? Anyway, so this is about like getting out there as well as collaborating. Something about getting out there. I don't know, that's what I'm just getting as well. So let's close it out with a couple of these. I'm going to do, I will do it, another reading on the Facebook group. Check that out. The link's in the description box, or, you know, join us. There's all of us that post on here, post in that group as well. So I'll do another reading. You are the first person that has shown me what real love feels like. Like I said, there's that something about they're not expressing their feeling, but you're the reverse. You're like, I feel like I'm a healer and I feel like I'm changing people. But there's no actuality. This is about, is there any wands? Oh, 5 of wands, 6 of wands. So that's, I don't know what that one is. Is that wheel? So this is about dropping, I was going to say dropping the burdens, but it's not really, how do I, it's like as if you're in a job and you don't really like the job, but you go to the job, you don't really like it, it's long and all this kind of thing, and you get offered another job. So leaving that job is dropping the burdens to go to something better. But it's not really dropping the burdens, is it? Because it's not a burden, because you just don't like it. It's like there's something here that is like needs to be dropped, which you can drop and move on to the other thing. Like I said, you can easily join Mission. Easily, right? You can easily go to the website now and check it out. You lot don't even bother reading it. You don't even research what Mission actually is. And that's what this is. This is like all these excuses, but I'm coming back at you with like, just because you feel like you're in Mission, don't mean you are. It doesn't mean you are. And like I said, you don't even go to the website. You don't even investigate how you could do your own stuff. These are all these burdens. Like I said, when they said drop the burdens, they said, but it isn't really burdens. And I'm like, yeah, that ain't burdens. That's just stuff you ain't even fucking doing, right? You ain't even investigating. You ain't even looking at stuff like that. This, once again, I feel this huge pull to you, and it scares me. This is about feelings. You want your person to express and stuff like that, but you're not following who you are. And this contract is about as within, so without. And you feel like you're supposed to be in Mission, and you don't act on that fact. You don't. So you're not going to get your person. And that is why I'm always saying, please write, if you don't want to write it in someone else, I understand. I'm going to post in the Facebook group. Please write on my reading why you think twin flames ain't together. Put your personal opinion. And I promise you it's to do with the majority of twin flames ain't in Mission, right? They want their person first, then to get into Mission. But if that was so, why don't it work? If that was correct, why don't everyone just get their person and then natural process to get into Mission? Because it's not supposed to be. It's simple, right? It don't work. It's simple. So you, please, welcome to put your own explanation of why you think it isn't. I wish I could communicate. I told you this something about communicate. I wish I could communicate how I feel. It's hard, right? But it's the same, like, and once again, I'm getting things about like taking risks. But is it? This is you lot, both of you making excuses, but it's not a risk. It's like someone saying, say I've got my house, my little nice house, or my flat, my 2-bedroom flat, and I want to be a Hollywood actor, and Simon Cowell meets me and said, listen, I'm going to get you a job, right? It's not so much guaranteed, but I'll get you the job. All you got to do is move over to Las Vegas, right? And it's like, but that's Simon Cowell, and he's guaranteed to get me a job. Okay, I don't know where it's going to lead or where it's going to go, but it's Simon Cowell. That's this. So it's not really a risk. That's what this is saying. It's not really burdens you're leaving, and it's not really a risk, because this is like, I feel, no, what is it? I wish I could communicate how I feel. It's hard. The hard part. It's like, it's not. You lot are just not looking at it at the correct way. And for you to take that risk, that's what people have to do. They have to take the risks. But if you're not taking it, then your person won't. Hence, twin flames are not together. Okay, so check me out on the Facebook group. Check out the description box. Speak to you later.